All right, it is 9:32 a.m. January 27, 21. Just markets are all of these markets, all of these stocks are just down initially. SPY is down a little bit. Some lag with E-Trade Pro. I think it's the internet this time. I'm gonna restart E-Trade. Just nothing to look at right now in terms of setups. Nice to see GameStop be one of those stocks that just keep moving up. That's very impressive. In the 300s, that's super impressive. I think eventually I'll maybe learn to hold in one of these big, companies having financial trouble. Just like Kodak, a smaller version was, what was it? The car rental company. Started with a H. I think it started with a H. I don't remember at the time, but yeah, just these types of stocks. I'm gonna restart E-Trade Pro, and yeah, I'm just gonna keep looking. No true setups right now. I do have one day trade available now with E-Trade, so I'm not logged into Interactive Brokers. Alright, it is 9:41 a.m. I just went in and out, attempted a number 5 setup. I tried holding a little longer because I know I don't hold these things very well, but the price action was just not in my favor. Maybe the next time when I actually, start trying to hold it a little better, it's on the stock that will work out better. I bought at 43, sold at 45. It was just a small green scratch. It's going to be probably a commission loss because it is an OTC setup. I just didn't like the price action, and I tried to hold on just a little longer because I tend to be getting out of these types of setups a little too early, and I miss out on a nicer move. This time it would have been better had I have just sold immediately when I saw the price action not looking so well. But that's totally fine. All I can do is just keep trying. I'll have my setup one day or another. I'm going to go ahead and log into Interactive Brokers. I can't. Actually, I might be able to trade this on Interactive Brokers because, 300 shares, and you have to pay half a penny per share. That's actually worth it on Interactive Brokers. I'm going to have to log in to Interactive Brokers right now. This is going to be just a small commission loss, but it was a great attempt for a number 5. I did cut losses. Well, not losses. Well, I sold for. It's going to be a loss with commissions, but I definitely tried to hold a little longer. It didn't work out in my favor, but it just didn't work out. So I got out, and I think this is a pretty good trade. We'll see. It might still do a number 5, but I'm going to be a little more cautious now. Okay, it's 9:47 a.m. I tried placing an order on Interactive Brokers. I don't think I did anything wrong. I was in the order ticket page. I clicked submit buy order. Nothing happened. I'm checking multiple times to make sure I'm still not in the trade. I think I tried to buy around here in the 320s. Only lasted for a minute, and then it started right here to potentially. It could still do the pattern, or it could be a failed double bottom right here and crack under 320. It's down 18% today. Yeah, just trying to get this number 5 set up. It doesn't seem to be working. We do have other stocks like OZSC that successfully pulled off a number 5. Maybe I just picked the wrong one, and that's fine. Another stock going to be a potential number 5 maybe is PLYZ. Although this is a sub penny stock, I can't trade this with Interactive Brokers. The commissions will just be too much. I don't know why my order didn't go through. I just have zero clue what that could have been. Nothing came out of it. I clicked on the submit buy order, nothing happened there. I probably would have sold it already anyway. Looks like it's gonna maybe try number 5 here with a double bottom. I'm just gonna have to. I'm just gonna see what happens if it works out or not. I haven't looked at the other stocks. The XPR looks like a laggy mess on E-Trade Pro. It's a halter, so I don't like trading halters. you know, if I have other setups, I'm going to look at other setups besides trying to trade something that holds so much. OXBR seems to have had a pretty big sell-off, like I mentioned with the other stocks. Markets are down. No clear setup here, just a very laggy thing. Yo, what the heck? Yeah, no setups with this. BNGL was kind of interested in, excuse me, doing like a reversal short, like right here, maybe a spike. You know, if it does a spike towards a certain level, a confirmed breakdown setup. It had a gap down, so very unlikely for this thing to finish green, but it could do it, especially this type of stock. First, very significant down day, or you know, it's actually down a lot from the previous candle. Just no longer gonna be trading this or interested in trading this because I'm out of day trades on E-Trade, so that means I cannot trade. And it looks like, yeah, that ABML trade, I'm only down $5.47. I did make a little bit, just a little bit, because I sold slightly higher than what I bought, but you know, commissions of $6.95 per trade is gonna be against that position size. Let's see what my position was. It was $1,000 position. You know, had I sold somewhere in the 50s, I probably would have been able to, you know, not lose anything at all, but that's fine. I remember this AMBL not necessarily being the best for number 5s, but I might be confusing it with another stock. It had a previous run up, and that's where I remembered it doing that. This isn't looking so good. I would probably be selling, you know. It should be doing some kind of a number 5. It's not doing a number 5, it's just consolidating here. It could spike later, sure, but volume is fading, so that's not necessarily good. And let me just take a look now. The second, yeah, I would have bought. Maybe not the best entry. I think maybe at 30 I had my limit order, so it could have very well have happened there. And I was a little late to it because I wasn't logged into Interactive Brokers, but I'm logged in now. I don't see any setups that I want to trade right now, but I'll definitely keep looking. Alright, it is 10 a.m. There is a possibility that the trade did not go through because Interactive Brokers has to, I have to basically ask for permission to trade penny stocks. This might have been the case, ABML being an OTC, so I'm right now just working on it. I'm glad I'm not, you know, stuck in a trade that I don't know I'm in. You know, I was able to verify very quickly I didn't have any trades of this stock, even though I tried to purchase it. I'll just continue to keep looking. I would have sold already just because the volume is fading. ABML in the previous run up proved itself not to do number 5s very well, so you know, it could have definitely tried a better stock. Should have tried a better stock. This one doesn't really tend to do number 5s very well. Much less should I have held it a little longer than what I've wanted to, because of the fact that it doesn't do 5s very well. Although I'll be happy to say that E-Trade, you know, it was very fast to entries, as you can tell. Just really, you know, I placed the order literally the next second I was in the trade. Yeah, this one took 2 seconds to sell, but still very impressive. And yeah, very good executions, but I'm glad to see some kind of an uptrend, but this is not a clear number 5 unless it wants to uptrend very slowly the rest of the day. Yeah, definitely was right to sell here, even though I gave it a little bit of chance. We'll see what this guy does eventually. It could do a slow uptrend, or it could just, you know, consolidate. But it's just not a good number 5. There were other ones. I think PLYZ was another one that could have been a potential number 5. It looks like it's not looking too nice. and this is a sub penny stock. And then I think we also had, I don't remember the others. A lot of these OTCs are bad. Oh, SIRC, I wanted to. I did not see SIRC downtrending like this. I just looked at the chart. I remember looking at the chart and saying that could be a very nice number 5. Definitely 45. I guess, yeah, 48 to 53. This one worked out. That's nice. I do like the price of ABML more. That's the only thing going for it. Yeah, I'm gonna continue looking with Interactive Brokers to see if I can resolve that issue. Okay, it is at 10:04 a.m. Just to make this video, if anybody ever happens to have this issue, if somebody ever, I guess, watches the video to this point and has an Interactive Brokers account, happens to have the same issue. So right here, stocks, right, in your trading permissions, you have to click on add. Right there it says penny stocks. Might as well click on North America, although I don't really trade. I don't think I've ever traded a Mexican stock. Europe, Asia. I can't believe that's a thing. All right. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Alright. I'm gonna have to see what exactly does I'm going to have to see exactly what do they consider to be a penny stock. If this is the case, I'm literally just gonna probably close this account. That is so stupid. What in the world? Alright. Yeah, I'll make an update. I'm gonna figure out what they consider a penny stock to be. If it's just OTCs, fine. I can still use Interactive Brokers to trade regular stocks that are not OTCs. And E-Trade Pro, I'll have to specifically hold my day trades for OTCs to have, you know, less of an issue with stuff like that. I will definitely keep looking. ABML, very impressive, low volume, but it's now in the 350s. Yeah, very nice to see that. Not able to have been in the trade, but that's totally fine. I did very well. I did my best with that. You know, better prepared in the future now, especially once I completely understand everything with Interactive Brokers. Okay, so I have the paper right here, well, the PDF. This is what Interactive Brokers considers to be a penny stock. Penny stocks are low-priced shares of small companies that are not traded on an exchange or quoted on NASDAQ. So I can't trade little baby, you know, $1, $2, $3 stocks, maybe even under $1. But it has to be NASDAQ, which is good. It could be worse. Penny stocks could literally to them just mean stocks under $1, $2, or $3, and regardless of whether it's traded NASDAQ or not, that would be pretty bad. But according to Interactive Brokers, penny stocks, again, low-priced stocks that are OTC. So I cannot trade OTCs with Interactive Brokers until I've at least executed 100 trades with Interactive Brokers. Now, 100 trades, does that mean 100 entries and exits, or does that mean 100 you know, entries? I don't know, but I can't trade OTCs with Interactive Brokers. I can use Interactive Brokers to trade NASDAQ runners. I'm gonna have to, as I said previously, save. You know, I'm gonna have to save my day trades from E-Trade for OTCs, and then Interactive Brokers I can trade like regular, you know, first day, green day stocks. This is an inverse head and shoulders. I did not see it. This could definitely play out. Didn't have a wick to risk off of, but this thing could really make a nice move. It's right, not right at it, but it's near the neckline. We'll see. This thing could make a nice uptrend. It's gonna have resistance here in the 650s. The neckline is gonna be resistance too, but you know, it has better odds of it uptrending because of this inverse head and shoulders. OXBR looks like some kind of cup and handle, not something I want to trade. BNGO is doing a nice run up again. I would be interested in shorting this stock. You know, shorting as a confirmed breakdown. It's already at the 1170s. It could reject this level right here. And ABML is at 353. That's all I got for right now. I'm gonna keep looking at stocks. You know, let's see if any setups up here, but yeah, I'm gonna have to say my E-Trade. Day trades for LTCs. 695. I mean, at least I can trade. So I'm gonna have to yes, trade larger position sizes to make up the commissions on each trade, but at least I am able to trade there, and I have to. You know, these OTCs can make some very nice setups, and you know, I can't be such a little baby like I was. I just, you know, I have to grow this account. That's what I'm working on. Okay, it's 10:14. I just want to see if this is gonna work. This is the inverse head and shoulders second higher low setup. 614. Looks like it was gonna be the 620s. As for the setup itself, it wasn't too bad. I did break the neckline at 625. Go up. It went up at 671. Just waiting to see right here to see what the next higher low is gonna be. I don't think I can trade at all today because I have this. You know, your trading permissions have been submitted, so you know, that could literally mean I can't trade anything right now. I'm gonna just see. Let me go to order ticket. It looks like I can trade. Yeah, it looks like I can trade, but you know, just kind of thrown off by everything that happened. Looks like 604 turned out to be the higher low level. So let's see 604 now in the 620s. It was a very quick move. I would have missed it probably. Pretty aggressive. I'm gonna have to take a look. I might call it off. I might watch all the way till 10:40, but I probably won't trade anything, or at least be able to trade, which is totally fine. I'm more prepared the next time with all of this out of the way. And even though I sent those trading permissions, I have to receive, you know, I have to be granted permission. It's so stupid. It's like big pharma, but like on a broker. Alright, well, yeah, I'm just gonna have to keep looking for now. Alright, it's 10:20 a.m. OXBR considered maybe a buy position here in the 360s, but the issue is it looks like an inverse head and shoulders, not a perfect one, but the problem is that resistance is going to be right here, the neckline, and ideally in theory, and then we have some in the 80s, we have some here in the 90s, we have at 4, we have some at around 420. It's just, and then the day highs. Yes, it's an inverse head and shoulders, but I just don't like these levels right here of resistance. On top of that, this thing is a very wicky stock. This one is already on the second day, which means that, you know, for a stock that tends to only spike one day, and then to go long on the second day where it's actually still green, it just doesn't seem like a very good risk reward. Not saying it's not going to do an inverse head and shoulders and play out, but I am saying that it's a bit sketchy for me to be interested in it. As you can tell, it rarely spikes the second day. First day. This is the second day. The second day. Don't want to do an inverse head and shoulders, even if it kind of looks like one. Not the best inverse head and shoulders looking thing. Could have been in the 360s, but again, just resistance everywhere. Not the best long-term chart. BNGO, a nice uptrend. Not going to trade it. ABML in the 350s. This is like one of those slow number fives. It could uptrend the rest of the day. It doesn't have to though. Would have already sold at some point by now. EXPR, inverse head and shoulder, second higher low setup, shoulder, head, shoulder, second higher low right here. It looks like it got as high as a 640s. Didn't do too much right here. Looks like it might put up some sketchy triangle. I'd already be out, although it can make a nice green pop right there. Just don't want to be inside of a freaking triangle. Yeah, just gonna have to keep looking. No setups right now, just still looking. I think I can trade on Interactive Brokers. I just can't trade. I literally can only trade American stocks. So I don't even know if EXPR is an American stock. I think it is, but you know, I have to take that into consideration. I might just, like I said, just watch stocks till 10:40 and then call it off. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, it is 10:50 a.m. I'm gonna call it off here. Sure, I could in theory be trading, but we're gonna be heading into midday. I'll feel better knowing that my permissions are accepted, or maybe even denied by Interactive Brokers. Probably accepted, and eventually, you know, I'll be able to trade tomorrow. I think I'll have a day trade available on E-Trade if that doesn't work out with Interactive Brokers. But yeah, this is an incredible you know, inverse head and shoulders, but also because I've seen this already before, that's why I have it memorized. The second higher low setup, you know, it's lower low, higher low, second higher low. Don't know if I would have been in the trade because it spiked so fast. I don't know, I would have maybe tried to get in at 604 and then, oh whoops, it's in the 620s. Well, I don't want to chase, and that's the right way to think, you know, because it didn't have to do this, but this is impressive. Slight of a bit of a curving action, then it got back into being a halter that it is. Just a very impressive stock. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow, if I got another day trade available from E-Trade from E-Trade, I'll save that for OTCs. OXBR did do the inverse head and shoulders, but it was choppy, it wasn't perfect, it took a while. Look how short this one was. This one way longer, 63 to 409 best case scenario, or maybe the 390s. Not worth it. The odds are not in your favor, even though it worked out, it just wasn't good odds. Mr. Bingo, maybe we'll make an inverse head and shoulders here. Just don't want to trade it. This thing is up a bunch. First real red day. Could very well just fail the inverse head and shoulders, get to the head and crack the head. ABML, very nice 380s. This is one of those very slow number 5 patterns. Very slow. Again, tried buying here, got out because it didn't seem like it was going to work. Bad price action. Nice, excuse me, nice to see it actually work out number 5. Even though it's not like a clear number 5 where it just drops and bounces immediately. It's a very slow, gradual uptrend. Although you might say it's a bit excessive here. Just a very nice, you know, just a very nice chart to look at. Yeah, maybe tomorrow if I got another trade available on E-Trade, I'll do it on the OTC, Interactive Brokers, if I get my permissions accepted. I'll be able to trade NASDAQ stocks, low, you know, priced stocks, but NASDAQ stocks, first day, green day stocks, inverse head and shoulders, intraday breakouts, all of those favorite setups that I like trading. So yeah, I'm just gonna call it off right here. I feel like I'm doing better, working on, you know, don't be cynical on the trader, definitely getting better. I just have to keep going.